games at this level of play.
Oh, definitely they will. So we are in the lobby of the 2v2 game, and I have to say that 2v2s have been really, really exciting. I have never cast 2v2s before DSCL, and I was kind of when they said that, hey, we're going to have a team league and you're going to be casting 2v2s as well. I was a little bit scared. I didn't know really what to expect. I was like, it's going to be boring, the only real skill you can show is in 1v1s, yada, yada, yada. But I was proven wrong. So every time I get to cast a 2v2 nowadays, I'm actually pretty excited because the combination of strategies and matchups you get, as long as you're taking this seriously, is can be very, very exciting to watch. So without further ado, LowLandLions, Mel, the green Protoss player, and his compadre here, LowLandLions traditional, the purple Terran, on the left. And I think you remember this player, Jesse, on the right.
I do indeed. He is our red Protoss player, representing mouse control here in this 2v2 player, a player I have seen perform very, very strongly in individual leagues in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Neek! And his 2v2 partner for today, again, representing mouse control, looking to take the advantage in this series by winning the 2v2. His name is Vini!
So, we have a Zerg Protoss versus Terran Protoss matchup.
Yep, so mouse control will be winning this game because they have a Zerg and Zerg are Imber in 2v2.
Yep, you can be quite right on that part, I have to say. Now, we do see mouse control Veni taking a gas before the pool, which means he really wants to be going for either something super aggressive early on or just for a very, very fast speed to gain his team map control. Now, we do have 3 watchtowers out on the map that pretty much cover the whole center if you have them all activated at the same time. So you can spot all proxy pylons, given the fact that they're up against a Terran and a Protoss. A gateway attack is a high possibility. So you do want to have that mobility, either for counterattacks, for killing pylons, just to have a very strong map presence. And by having that, you will feel a lot safer. Second gate going down for next, so not economically minded opening at all.
Yeah, what I would consider a safe 2v2 opening for Neek. You can definitely still, this isn't something where you need to all in off the back of it, but you will be a little bit behind. I like from Vini that he opened with the gas in the pool, immediately stopped mining gas after he started to research speed, and will now just go and expand behind it. So again, just safe openings. When you're up against a Protoss and a Terran, they do have some very, very strong openings. The 4-gate 2 racks is a very, very strong one. Of course, this Reaper is going to be a pain.
So just by seeing this Reaper, you can kind of tell that LowLandLions wants, at least traditional, wants to be teching behind this or expanding behind this a little bit, or both maybe at a slower pace. Neg might sense that they have a possibility for an attack here, but at the same time, let me see if they have seen the wall, actually. No, they have not seen the wall, so they're sending out a Stalker and a couple Lings to scout. As soon as they see this wall, they will be backing off and taking expansions and taking like crazy, because they will see for sure that their opponents are playing very, very defensive.
Yep, they will both be tech-spanding, as the pros call it. Actually just came up with that, feeling kind of proud of myself.
Can I borrow that word from you?
Feel free. So only just now is Vini actually putting that hatchery down. He went out to make it before, but was very much having problems with this Reaper.
Two kills already on that.
Yeah, that Reaper was an incredible pain. And now, well, the mouse control players are moving out. There's a lot of speedlings there. There's a forward pylon going down in the Mothership Core. But up against that wall, no, you're just... I'm afraid you're just not going to do anything with the units they have there. Especially with the second bunker coming up behind it.
Well,
and an Oracle coming out for Mel, I just think they're going to be in a very good position to stop this aggression from the mouse control players.
well, they are going to try it anyways, targeting down the supply depot. If that supply depot can target it down, look at this, trying to spot with the Zerglings without losing too many. If you can kill that, but no, the Protoss player Mel is going to come to the rescue. I don't think he will. They will manage to make a breach in this wall, which is what they were looking for by doing this attack. So far, only a back and forth tug of war will be happening
but
here.
here comes the Oracle into the main base of Neek. So many probes are going to go down. There's nothing there to defend yet. 3 Stalkers now being warped in, but we're already up to 7 kills on that Oracle.
He has to be careful, though, not to get picked off by the Queen. Meanwhile, taking the attention away from the attack, Neek and Vanny have to pull back their main force from the wall in order to try to defend versus this Oracle harass. A couple more drones might end up going down. 7 kills is a very good number for an Oracle, but the front wall, again, another attempt at breaching it. Traditional being supply blocks, preventing him from building any more Marines. Oh, the Cyber Core goes... the Mothership Core goes down, which is going to make this force having to retreat. In all honesty,
yeah. There's no way it can continue the attack because while Mel also lost his mothership core, he can obviously remake it as an opponent can, but his will be right there, and his opponents will be all the way across the map. And without that, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to do anything. And I like this. Mel's now gone into Phoenixes as well. So just lifts up that Queen while the Oracle continues to do damage. What a great move there.
13 kills. Very good move there. Realizing that there is only one anti-air unit to pose a threat to the Oracle, and that's the Queen. So just lift it up. No need to kill it even. But this Phoenix might get picked off. No, it will get away very easily now. Meanwhile, off of this, Mel is getting a robotic facility transition. Of course, there are already Immortals going out for Neek, but the problem is that if we look at the economy, 28 and 42 workers for Mel and Traditional, whereas Neek and Vanny, they have 22 and 32. So I definitely say that Traditional and Mel are way ahead of their opponents.
Traditional has over double the mineral income of Neek, and in fact almost double even the mineral income of Vini, which is a terrible position for Zerg players to be in.
When I'm looking at this, he's got exactly the mineral income of both their opponents combined.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. Oh,
17 kills already on that Oracle. Oh my goodness, mouse control really not doing a good job of defending this harass.
23, and it's still alive. Oh, that Oracle is worth its weight in gold. Actually, given that they're incredibly light, it's probably worth double its weight in gold at this point. And if he's not careful, it could actually have spotted that Warp Prism as well of Neek's. It's going to be Neek's attempt to get back into this matchup is going to be using this Warp Prism to try and do a harass. The thing is, I just don't know where it's going to get into that base. There's a missile turret right at the mineral line there. There's good coverage all over the main base with supply depots for Traditional. It's going to be very, very tough.
Now, I really have to say I really like LowLandLions' play so far. Basically, they're using the Protoss player to harass as much as possible. This Oracle's still alive, escaping the one Stalker. Are you kidding me? So, the Protoss player, he's been harassing off of one base as much as he could to allow the Terran to macro up. And right now we're seeing 5 barracks, a lot of infantry upgrades, and just now when the Terran player has macroed up, a base for the Protoss goes up. A drop in Vanny's base gets shoot off, but still, they're keeping their opponents back, they're keeping their opponents' income low and their economy low. They're basically setting themselves up for a very advantageous later game scenario here.
Yep, they are indeed. It's very, very strong play by the LowLandLions players, Traditional and Mela. Now the Phoenixes and Mela doing very, very well there as well, helping to defend Traditional's base. Honestly, just looking in such a superior, such a commanding position at this point in the game. And look at this, Traditional now moving in, going to take down the attempted expansion of Vini. behind his main base. No way Vini was able to defend that. And so, still stuck in their main bases, while both the Lowland Lion players have expansions up.
Now, one interesting thing, it looks like Vanny's trying to go straight into Ultras. Like, absolutely straight into Ultras. He's getting +2/+2 attack, so that's a pretty fast hive, considering this is a 2v2, not a 1v1. And despite all of the harassment, another drop from traditional. So now it is Terran's turn to harass, while the Protoss techs up and builds up his econ and army. Another drop at this base of Vanny at the expansion. Just constant harassment. Those Phoenix is trying to get a little jab at the opponent's economy as well. Now regarding the Ultralisks, yeah, sure, having Ultralisks is nice, but if you lose this army of Ultras, you're not going to be able to remake them. And it's not like the Terran player does not have sufficient number of Marauders out.
Yeah, there's plenty of Marauders out. Actually, siege tanks are quite good against Ultras if you leave them unsieged as well. They do a lot of single-target DPS. But more importantly, they're just going to keep their bio army safe from speedling run-ins, while the Protoss, while Mela pushes in with a nice army of Zealots, Stalkers, the Mothership Core for support. It's going to be very, very difficult for the mouse control players to stop this from happening, especially with the elevatoring in of these Marines.
They're trying to go for a flank here, but it has been scouted by the advanced party of the Zealots, the Vanguard there. And, well, LowlandLions getting into a pretty good position here, lifting up the Immortals. Nice force fields, actually great force fields coming out of Neek. But is it going to be enough to stop the advance of LowlandLions? Meanwhile, the elevator is working the opposite way, elevatoring units down to help in this fight. Fungo's going down onto the Stalkers. Ultras getting smashed to bits, though, by the combined firepower of the Immortals, the Colossi, and the Marauders. And, well, Mouse Control are in a lot of trouble still. A large army remaining after all that has happened, and there go the GGs. 2-1!
Yep, Traditional and Mela playing incredibly well there throughout that 2v2. So, I have to hold my hands up. You don't need a Zerg in 2v2. It turns out all you need is an Oracle.